Let's play a Pac-Man. I consider myself adequate at Pac-Man, but definitely not, like, insanely good or anything like that. Oh no, I'm entering, try for big points mode, and I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing for me, but I guess this is what I'm doing now. Now let's lure you guys over there. Need to get up to the... Oh boy. Okay, we're fine. So game stores in my area upcharge the GameCube games, tell them back. Yeah, part of that is because, it's all a matter of what generation is starting to get nostalgic for the games, or not entirely that, but still a sizable chunk of that. What generation is starting to get nostalgic for the games they played as a kid, and for a time, we have been in that position of the GameCube generation, or the other consoles as well in that generation. So GameCube, PS2, original Xbox. People are starting to get nostalgic for those games. And that's been driving up the prices a bunch. And if we haven't hit it already, I'm sure there's, we're not too far off from the same thing happening with Wii games. Yeah, there was no getting out of that. Oh well. I'm just glad when it comes to the Wii stuff, I've already got a bunch of the heavy hitters of the Wii library. I already have Dokapon Kingdom. I already have Rhythm Heaven, which I believe is the most expensive Wii game, if we're not including, like, special editions or anything like that. I'm glad to have that. I've got a lot of the first-party Nintendo stuff now. But I also need an excuse to use my Wii again. I used it a bit ago for testing games, but it was mostly testing GameCube games, which did get me thinking, like, when was the last time I played a GameCube game on my Wii? It's not really something I think about, because I've gotten so used to just using my GameCube for GameCube games. You know, that makes sense, right? Get an extra life. Get some more points. And for anyone who remembers the Gamer of the Year stuff, the goal for Pac-Man, in case you'd forgotten, was after this stage I'm doing now, we need to have had 40,000 points, which means we had to get the full 4-ghost chain on most of the power pellets that we picked up. I didn't end up getting that goal, unfortunately. A little too hardcore for me. I know some people were talking about, though, in the Discord, that it's like one of those challenges where it's easy if you know how it works. I unfortunately didn't know it to that extent. I don't even remember how, like, what my personal best is in Pac-Man. I think that would be something I would keep track of, but I guess I don't really keep track of, like, high score runs that often. Hang on. Dad said he sent my stuff to Ohio, then sent nothing. I had my GameCube games with me because I was staying with my grandma for college and using her Wii. In the realm of game stores, like, upcharging, I feel like I'm in an area, so I'm in an area that has, like, one of the more reputable retro game stores, and also one of the better, just in general, one of the better known game stores. Because I'm in an area, I'm local to Pink Gorilla, and if there's one thing Pink Gorilla is good about, it's charging fair prices. Like, obviously some things are going to be way up from MSRP, because that's what their going rate is now. But they don't usually charge that much higher, if higher at all, in my experience, for the games they're selling there. Like, it's usually pretty consistent with what it's going for on price charting. Which is great, because there's definitely some places I've been where they charge a lot more than they should for some games, especially in some cases, considering the condition it's in. Uh-oh. Well, we already passed my, my point goal, so I've done my duty. Oh, I never changed the game, huh? Oh well. It'll just stay as Kensei then. Until this is done, and then I'll probably try to remember to switch the game for the next one. Uh-oh. I was gonna be able to get away with that, but... nope. Back. I'm the worst at Pac-Man. GameCube games soft load too, but Mario's the most valuable one I own. If you have a list, feel free to send that to me as well. You know, if I end up buying Paper Mario off you, may as well just stack some other games on top of that. Get a few more games I'm missing, get you a little bit more money. You don't have to worry about pictures for all of them if you don't want to. We can just do that on a case-by-case basis for, like, anything I'm interested in. Normally, I would have been like, no, I'm not gonna... Okay, I think that's game over for me. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. 30,000, respectable score.